over $930,000 for my case. Boom, baby! Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 310-777-7777 or visit lawbrothers.com.
Fully loaded, fully electric. The Audi Q4 e-tron.
DDRV.com is California's largest RV location with 1,000 RVs ready now.
Joining us live in studio, Chris Messina from the new crime comedy based on a true story. Plus, Abbott Elementary's Lisa Ann Walter. Tomorrow.
Now at 5, we are less than 24 hours away from the arraignment of former President Donald Trump on federal charges, what you can expect to see in court tomorrow.
The life of a promising high school basketball player cut short by gunfire. Tonight, friends and loved ones are mourning their loss and sharing a message to the killer.
And surveilling the sand, the new protections being proposed in Laguna Beach to prevent the destruction of natural berms. Good evening. You're watching the KTLA 5 News at 5. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Pedro Vera. Thank you for joining us. Our big story tonight at 5 o'clock. Former President Donald Trump is in Florida tonight, a day ahead of his federal court appearance in the classified documents case.
The 45th president is accused of unlawfully keeping classified files and lying to officials who tried to recover them. KTLA 5's Chris Wolf is live in our news center with what to expect. Chris?
Cher, Pedro, officials in Miami are preparing for a potential showdown tomorrow when former President Donald Trump arrives at federal court to hear the charges against him in connection with the alleged mishandling of classified documents.
In our city, we obviously believe in the Constitution and believe that people should have the right to express themselves, but we also believe in law and order.
The mayor of Miami joined other city leaders to talk about the expected surge of demonstrators at the downtown federal courthouse Tuesday when Donald Trump appears in person for his arraignment on federal charges of national security violations and obstruction of justice. Tens of thousands of supporters and opponents of the former president may hit the streets.
And we hope that tomorrow will be peaceful. We encourage people to be peaceful in them demonstrating how they feel.
Make no mistake about it, we're taking this event extremely serious. We know that there is a potential of things taking a turn for the worst, but that's not the Miami way.
Federal prosecutors say Trump illegally stored dozens of highly sensitive documents at his Florida estate, refusing to return them to the FBI and National Archives. The former president traveled to South Florida on Monday. He spoke at rallies over the weekend, calling the case a witch hunt.
As far as the joke of an indictment, it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing for this country. I mean, the only good thing about it is it's driven my poll numbers way up. Can you believe that? Way up.
Our laws that protect national defense information are critical to the safety and security of the United States, and they must be enforced.
Even Trump's former attorney general says the case is serious.
It's a very detailed indictment, and it's very, very damning. And this idea of presenting Trump as a victim here, a victim of a witch hunt, is ridiculous.
Other Republican leaders are coming to the former president's side.
President Trump will have his day in court, but espionage charges are absolutely ridiculous.
This is the most political thing I have ever seen.
Donald Trump faces a total of 37 federal charges. Officials in Miami are now working with state and federal law enforcement agencies to help ensure public safety tomorrow. Live in the News Center, I'm Chris Wolf. Cher, Pedro, back to you.
Chris, thank you. And stay with KTLA 5 for continuing coverage of the indictment of former President Donald Trump. We'll have a live report from Miami ahead on the news at 5:30. For the latest anytime, you can go to KTLA.com or download our free KTLA 5 app.
Now to this, a promising high school basketball player is being remembered tonight after he was shot and killed outside a party in South LA.
As police search for the person who shot Quincy Reese Jr., his family is pleading for anyone with information to come forward. KTLA 5's Rachel Menitoff joins us live from Hyde Park, where you spoke to the family today. Rachel.
Pedro Scher, good evening. And today, LAPD is appealing to the public, asking for help in solving this case and bringing the person who did this to justice. And this evening, friends, family, and community members, they've been gathering here at Quincy's father's business. He opened up a health food store about a year ago and says his son was the inspiration behind it. Friends and teammates of 16-year-old Quincy Reese Jr. continue to gather outside of Crenshaw High School, a place where Quincy excelled academically and athletically. He was a rising senior and, most importantly, a caring friend.
If there's something going on, we always, bring something together. He was always somebody you could talk to.
Quincy Reese Sr. tells us his son was an honor roll student and was going to take over as captain of the basketball team with plans to play in college.
God allowed me 16 years, and I'm thankful for that.
While Quincy's killer remains at large, his dad shared